What's good, Commanders fans, and great morning. Happy Monday. Let's start the week off right this week. It's a week until the next time we play, and I think that might be it for media appearances at training camp and at practices. They might be done with it. I know fans are done. I think that's the last day. I'm looking it up here real quick because this video is probably going to be quick, because there's not really much to say about Asane Bassey, but he is an athlete and a half for sure. We're gonna go over his RAS score and everything as well. So yes, the last open training camp was Military Appreciation Day, which was yesterday, and that was that open to all the fans? I'm not sure, but it is what it is on that. The ticket says Washington Salute members will receive email communications about how to claim their tickets for this day. So I don't think it was open to all of the public for sure. But yeah, so I think that might be the last day where we get like play-by-play updates. I'm not sure. We'll see. Excuse me, but it is tough that we have a whole week until we play another game, even though it is preseason. You know, I just want to see the guys play against another team for sure. But let's get into Asane Bassey. So this was first reported by Ben Stanek. Ben Stanek reported this like at 11 p.m., like very late off the late night. So I did see that. And this was after we worked out 14 guys. And, you know, we needed to work out some guys, like especially after that performance. Like linebackers needed to be worked out. I thought wide receivers needed to be worked out. I think a kicker should have been brought in for a workout, just to have another leg there, just to have a little bit of competition. I'm not saying we're going to, you know, supplant Matt Gay, but just to have somebody else in the building to kick as well. And, you know, so those are the guys we brought in. The offensive lineman for Luke. We brought in a couple offensive linemen because Lucas Niang tore his ACL. Apparently, we didn't sign any offensive linemen, but we did end up signing Duke Riley, the rapper, and now we have signed Asane Bassey. Now, Asane Bassey, just for his background, he did go to Wake Forest. He had a darn good college career. He's 26 years old, so he's not one of the guys that are in his 30s. 5'10", 190 pounds, undrafted guy. He does have an interception in his career. That was ran back for 26 yards back in 2020. He intercepted Taysom Hill. He had 3 starts in 2020, played in 12 games. Played in 11 games last year with the Chargers, so he played with Denver and the Chargers in his career. Now, he was on the Lions practice squad, I believe. Yeah, he was on the Lions practice squad August 13, 2024. Then he was released on August 27th. And he was claimed off waivers by the Chargers in 2023. After the Chargers traded J.C. Jackson to the New England Patriots. So he's bounced back and forth from the Chargers to the Broncos. Now, let's talk about how athletic he is. He ran a 4.46 40-yard dash. Let's talk about the RAS score. So his RAS score overall was 8.23, which is pretty darn good. His vertical jump was 39.5, which is really, really good. When you have a near 40-inch vertical leap, that's really good. Really, really athletic, very explosive. You think about it in a basketball way, in a basketball reference, he can probably windmill a basketball, 360 with a 39.5-inch vert, 5'9". He 5'10", so he's not the tallest guy in the world, but he can definitely get up there for sure. Broad jump was a 9.16 RAS score, which was elite. His explosion grade was elite. Short shuttle drill was good. 3-cone drill was good. 40-yard dash was good. 4.46 40-yard dash, which is pretty darn good. 10-yard split was elite as well with an 8.07 RAS score. 20-yard split, 2.6 seconds with a 7.39 RAS score. His height was poor. They measured him at 5'9", and his weight was good at 191 pounds. So those are some of the things for his RAS score. Now look at some of his college stats. He doesn't really have many pro stats, but his college stats, like he had 31 pass breakups over the past 2 seasons in 2019 and 2018. He was ranked number 1 in the ACC and number 2 nationally. Now, he does have a knack for being around the football and making plays on the football. That was in college, which I get is 6 years ago now. He was also named the ACC Defensive Back of the Week at Wake Forest back in September 11, 2017. Also, the most forced incompletions since 2017 to the 2020 college season was Asane Bassey per PFF. He had 48 forced incompletions from 2017 to 2020. Let's see here. What else here? He had 18 combined pass breakups and interceptions in the season of 2017, which is good. He had 3 picks, and he also had a pick 6 in 2017, which was his sophomore season. He had 16 pass deflections his sophomore year, 15 pass deflections and a pick, and a fumble recovery touchdown in 2018, his junior year. And then his senior season, he had 1 interception and 11 pass breakups and another fumble recovery. So ball is life. They talk about that a lot. Let me see if he did any kick returns. He did. No, he didn't have any kick returns or anything like that. But like I said, I mean, he has a knack of being around the football. His passes defended with 16 in 2017 was number 1 in the ACC as well. So he was also second team All ACC and third team All ACC as well. And I'll get to his read up here, and I'll get to a couple of his PFF numbers here before we wrap it up for Asane Bassey. Now, talking about roster-wise, Bobby Price was concussed after he dropped the interception, probably he bounced his head back and wasn't able to bring the ball in, probably because he got concussed. So I give him a little bit of slack on that. I thought he should have called it, but, concussion is no joke for sure. So he is in concussion protocol. So they do need another camp body out there, somebody to take reps out there. So that's why they're bringing him in. Carlin Vizers didn't look great either. So we'll see what this guy Asane Bassey can do. He was projected to be a 5th or 6th round pick, ended up being undrafted. He did play receiver in high school as well. He also played running back as well. He had over 1,000 rushing and receiving yards as a senior as well. So that's pretty darn good out there. So it shows that he has some offense, like he's very versatile. He's not gonna play wide receiver snaps, but when people transition from being a wide receiver to corner, they typically have really good football skills being around the football. Strengths, the write-up here for NFL.com says 3-year starter, ball production is above average in all 3 seasons. Above average route anticipation and off-man coverage. Fluid hips in his transition. Quick trigger burst to attack the throne. Adequate field awareness and zone coverage. Competes hard despite consistent size disadvantage. Willing to throw his body around and get a stop or pass breakup. So he is he has a smaller frame compared to a lot of receivers that he's going to be going up against for the most part. Weaknesses, gets beaten by pure size for touchdowns, pulled off balance by overreactions to double moves. Instincts fail him on misdirection and trick plays. Early hip declaration from his pedal. Doesn't keep feet under him, creating imbalance. Lack of length is restricting downfield. Less coverage leverage, unable to get off blocks, and gets run over by big ball carriers. So he's not going to make the team. We already know this, but they just got to have a body in there for sure. We're already locked up at the cornerback spot. It's going to be 5 guys: Trey Amos, Marshawn, Mikey, John Jones, and Noah I. And Noah I played well last game, so he's going to make the roster again and get a lot of snaps, but he's just going to be a backup again this year instead of being a starter like he was last year. So PFF grades for Asane Bassey. He had a 2022, he had a 58.8 PFF grade, giving up 14 catches out of 23 targets, which is pretty solid. 2021, he didn't play much. 2020, he had a 50.8 PFF grade. And then 2023, he had a 43.3 PFF grade. And then last year, he had a 58.7 coverage grade, 52.2 overall grade. Run defense was pretty awful with a 39.2. Pass rush grade, 47.4. But coverage grade, which was solid, at 58.7. No interceptions. But receptions allowed, 20th. He ranked 119th out of 229 cornerbacks, which is below average as well. So that is the write-up on Asane Bassey. Let's look at his passer rating allowed. He gave up a passer rating of 112.2 last year, which is pretty darn bad. Missed tackle percentage of 13.3, which is pretty darn bad as well. He also had a missed tackle percentage of 33.3 in 2023, which is really, really, really bad. Really bad. And a 22.2 missed tackle percentage in this is all of 2023. This is all of 2023. He had a missed tackle percentage of 33.3, which is really, really bad. And my phone cut off for whatever reason, but that is the write-up on Asane Bassey. Basically, in a nutshell, he's not going to make the roster, but with Bobby Price being injured, we just need a body in there. So we'll see how he does against the third-string guys and second-string guys on Monday Night Football against the Bengals and go from there. Because like I said, the cornerback room is set, and that's an awesome thing going from last year. Like, we have 5 guys that we know are already going to make the team and are going to be a darn good rotation. We came a long way from last year. Like I talked about, I don't want to just rag on Ben St. Juice all the time, but going from Ben St. Juice and Emmanuel Forbes and and Michael Davis and those guys to what we have right now, like this cornerback room has vastly been improved for sure. So, all right, you guys. I may make a video about Amari Cooper. I don't know why people keep commenting about Amari Cooper and Gabe Davis and stuff like that. So let me know if you guys want to talk about that. Just I might make a video about that today. We'll see, or maybe tomorrow, because I don't think they're going to have any practice notes and updates and stuff like that. So, all right, you guys, as always, Health Commanders. Peace.